Hi, my loves. So I wanted to take some time this evening to share some messages and guidance that wants to come through from Spirit to help you on your journey right now, whatever that is. Like, it feels very calming, soothing energy, as you can tell from my voice. And it feels so grounded. It's like they're showing me you with your legs crossed on the floor and just eyes closed, faint smile, just feeling and breathing in this light that wants to be there for you, that wants to hold you and show you the way that you've been asking for and searching for all this time. You know what? Yeah, take a deep breath and exhale out your mouth. All the pressure that your shoulders just relax, that your stomach relax, that your whole body just sit in this space with me. All right, my loves, let's see. We're gonna do a little pick a card exercise. So when you take a deep breath, I want you to feel into any questions, feel into the answers that you've been looking for right now to gain clarity on. And I want you to feel into number 1, 2, or 3 and allow the number that's meant for you to come through. And we're going to start with message 1. Oh, that came out real fast. Anything else with that, Spirit? No. All right, my loves. Your card for number 1, if you feel drawn to it, and you can feel drawn to more than one, is the Star. You've felt so closed off from reality in the world lately because you can't handle the emotions of the world right now, and you don't want to, you don't need to. You not paying attention to the world is your anchor right now because of all you're going through and moving through. Don't hesitate to switch off like that because it's showing you what is your energy and what isn't. And the Star card is coming up to show you that you don't have to be perfect. You get to receive what you want. Yes, you do. No matter how many times people have said that you can't, or it's unlikely, or it's not possible. All of that was a projection from their own undoing, I'm hearing, from their own reality breaking forth and falling through. It's not yours to handle or take, and it's showing you where you've given your power away to other people's ideals, other people's reality. This is not for you to take on anymore. Never was and never will be again. Now, this next card I'm hearing to pull for pile 1. Whoa. Which one? Both? These two flipped over. What do we have? We have the Knight of Cups and the Magician. This energy feels so wholesome and so beautiful. With the Knight of Cups energy. Use your imagination to think bigger for what you want. It's almost like for you guys right now, they're showing me you thinking of something, of what you think you want. And you do. But because you're so used to wanting this specific thing in this specific way, I'm hearing you're missing the bigger picture of what else is possible for you. It's not just that. It gets to be so much more than what you've even imagined. It's like connect your imagination to your heart center. Connect your imagination to a deeper reverence within yourself and allow yourself to see what comes through that, because that's a very different vision to the one created by your mind. And you don't have to know exactly all the details. This is more of a feeling, a sensation, a building of senses that create the picture and the knowing of what you desire. That's beautiful. You're not meant to know everything, how it's meant to go, how it goes to unravel this process and this path. But you are meant to understand that it's not yours to fake along the way. You don't have to pretend you're there if you're also ignoring the feelings that are coming up. The only way to truly shift into this reality vibrationally is to honor the parts of you that aren't there yet, to see them, to face them. Don't fake it till you make it for this pile, for these people who resonate with this message. Fake it till you make it can only serve you when you've allowed yourself to feel the emotions that have always wanted to be felt by you, but have never had the space because you did not know how to hold it. And you're learning to expand your capacity to hold your heart, to hold your emotions without shame, without debilitation. It's not yours to carry anymore. You can let it go. You can let go of the hate, the shame, the fear. They were never you. They were never yours to take or to make something from. The result of hate, fear, and shame is always going to be against your heart, because your heart exists naturally in the purity of love, the purity of unconditional, unequivocal love. I'm also hearing, for those who don't even know what that necessarily feels like, that's okay. The more that you come back home to yourself, the more you'll know what that actually feels like, because you can receive unconditional love from those outside of you, of course. But to remember that that's just a signal of the love you already have within yourself. Not something to curate, not something to create. It's who you are. It just is. And you're learning that more so now than ever before. And with the Magician, you're creating a reality, what feels like right now, from ground zero, right, from scratch. But I'm hearing you're not actually doing that. You're calling in a reality that already exists, that you get to experience now in your body, in your feeling. And you can't think your way through life like this. You're feeling your way through it. And a lot of the time we're disconnected from our emotions, so we struggle to understand what that even means, to feel your way through life. You're feeling your way through life by breathing into your body and by feeling all the emotions that want to come up, when they want to come up. And the more you honor that process of feeling your emotions, the more clarity comes to the surface, because it's not being shrouded or clouded by old emotive understanding, by old energy that's trying to come through you and up and out, that no longer belongs to you, that never really did. Some emotions, of course, are reactive and from experiences, but they're no longer who you are. They don't define you. You get to own your emotions, and your experiences can define you. There's no right or wrong to this. But for this particular pile, your emotions that you've been holding on to were never your own in the first place. They've been passed down to you. They've been imprinted on you. They've been what you've seen. It's like the feeling of a baby doesn't react to things. It looks to those around them to know how to react. Majority of the time, that's how they learn. All right, pile 1, that is your reading. Let's move on to pile 2. All right, let's cleanse the energy. All right, what wants to come through here? Pile 2. Seeking some meditation. reconnection, feeling lost lately. All right, my loves, you need meditation and you need grounding, which is ironic because they're two different kinds of energies here. But right now you are in control mode. You are living in your mind. You're feeling disconnected from life. You're feeling apathetic. You feel like you're on overdrive. You feel like you can't function properly. You feel exhausted. You feel shame. You feel scarcity. This is very much in need of reconnection back to your center, back to love. This is not something you can lost in. And your self-preservation mode is forcing you to continue to keep going and keep disconnecting because it's the fear of not being able to trust yourself, not being able to trust reality, God of your understanding. And you're not here to figure it out mentally. You are here to come back to your truth, to your center, to your core essence, which is love, which is light, which is oneness. It's knowing, it's true unconditional love. There's a lot of reparenting energy as well. In a child, reparenting is needed here because it's almost like you've understood your self-worth is based in your productivity. It's not. Your self-worth is already defined and it is infinite. But if it was infinite, this part of you that feels unworthy will then think, feel, then what's the point? If I'm not working towards something, how can I prove my worth? So it's a very confusing state for you. You guys are definitely on your journey right now, your healing journey, and you've been struggling to come back to wholeness, feeling complete as you are. And this is showing you that, this message is showing you that you don't have to do or be anything to feel that relief, to feel that, I get to just be me. What? It's weird. For this aspect of you, it's unusual because it's not something it's seen or known or understood so far. But I'm hearing it's your free will and responsibility to now be the person to show yourself that, oh, I get to be free like this, where I don't have to do anything to prove myself. I don't have to grind to show that I'm working hard, that, I'm not a failure. I'm not the problem. You were never the problem, not even as a kid. And you're remembering that now, and you are going to give yourself the permission. You can finally know that you can give yourself the permission to say, I was always enough, and it was never my fault, because it wasn't. Your wounds of your parents passed down to you were unconscious or conscious, but they were passed down to you. And that sense of control and security in safety in control is causing a lot of problems as well, I'm hearing, with your physical health, because your body is responding to that stress. And that stress is manifesting physically in your body, and your body's trying to get your attention. It's always trying to get your attention no matter what it's doing. And it wants you to know that it's safe in this space of just being you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to say anything to be better. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to present yourself a certain way. You don't have to perform anymore. You can just breathe and relax. You are loved as you are right now. You're done with the past anthem of work harder, be better, do more, prove yourself. I'm also hearing about competition. Like, you're done with those things. Competition is killer. It's like comparison. It's just it's a subtler form of comparison. And I say subtle because a lot of people believe competition's healthy because it can get you to your best, right? I believe personally that competition's only healthy when you are competing with yourself from a space of less competition, but more celebration and support. Because competition is the understanding that one is better than the other. And the truth is, when you're doing it with yourself, of like, ooh, can I expand deeper? Can I discover more for myself? That comes from support, not beating down, for everybody. And in terms of this specific pile, your inner child needs the support and love more than ever, better than ever, and you are the best person to give yourself that. You are the best person to give yourself the validation you've been searching for all along. They're showing me your job, your career. Is it something you even really want to do? Or is it something you were told you should do? Was it a manifestation of your pride, your fear of being a failure to prove that you are worthy and enough to your family? Or is it something you desired to wake up and do every day? These are just questions to invite yourself to answer, because it's going to give you more clarity than you've ever had before. Anything else about two? That is your message, pile 2. It's beautiful. All right, pile 3. Let us go. What wants to come through for pile 3? Pile 3. You're in motion. Ooh. Okay. All right. Ooh, similar energy for you guys, but slightly different angle. So if this is your pile, maybe pile 2 will also resonate with you to a degree. But again, always take what resonates with every reading. Use your own discernment in each moment. Every reading is a reflection. Just remember that. The power is always in your hands. Now, pile 3. You are in movement. There is so much you're doing with your skill set, with your gifts. It's beautiful. You've been doing so well. Take the time to celebrate what you've done so far and how far you've come. Because this is also about your internal energy, not just what you've productively done physically, but also the way that you have seen other people, the way that you see yourself. A lot of the relationships in your life have evolved and changed because you have. And therefore the things around you also do. And you are at speed. There's the spirit showing me like you are going places. You are going where you want to go. Not going places in terms of society, but going the places that you want to be at, that are so aligned to you, okay? But you need to rest. Don't forget. Similar to pile 2 in that way, but you need to rest and recuperate because you're burning out. Notice where your energy is leaking. Notice where you are giving your power away to circumstances. Check in with the work that you do in each moment. Is this something you want to be doing right now? If it's not and it doesn't feel aligned, it means that there is a way for you to rest and then get it done another aligned time. And yes, you can do this even if you have a job, because there are certain boundaries with a job. But if it's aligned to you, there is a way and a capacity to rest and recuperate as well as get it done, even in a job. Setting those boundaries is what gets that done and makes space for it. And we don't ask. We don't ask for it. We don't ask for help. We don't ask for the support. We don't ask for the time because we put ourselves last. And for this pile in particular, you are learning that you get to be financially supported. You get to, this is more about finances now, but you get to be financially supported. You get to feel safe financially and still honor your boundaries. But because we've never had even thought about the option, we just thought, well, this is the job. Like, this is life. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to go against someone else who has the ability to change my life like this. But the truth is, like, no one has that ability unless you give them that power. So honor what you truly desire. Honor that your time is valuable. Honor the fact that you deserve respect. And if you're not getting it, you can remove yourself. Because there's always another option. Every fucking time. There is always another option. And all you have to do is ask for the other option. Ask for the clarity. Ask to see, is there another way? Show me. The more that you lean into that, the less you are controlling it, stressing out, and burning out. Because there is so much that you love to do. There is so much you're getting done. But it's almost like, it's feeling like the rapid action and the speed to which you're going, it's draining you and stressing you out. You don't have to. You don't have to do it that way. There's another way. You can allow yourself to choose something else, to just observe something else. And no one's telling you what to do here. This is just showing you that there is always another option. Okay? And the Elizabeth Spirit, there's another card for you guys. All right, let's see. Again. Okay. Yeah. 7 of Wands. There is a defense mechanism that is coming up to the surface. A defense at play with the people you're working with. You don't have to... Spirit's showing me your identity at work and your identity at home. Now, of course, there are different parts of us that play in different spaces. It's not that. But at work, whatever that may be for you, wherever you receive money as an exchange, for example, you don't need to play a part anymore. That's also what is merging out. Merging the wrong word. I'm hearing merging out. That's something that you don't need to, you don't need to become someone else anymore. And the version of you, the true you, is integrating into your work as well. You can play a part if you wish, if that feels better to you. But with this pile, it feels like it's actually depleting your energy because it's more exhausting to be someone else than it is to be yourself. But you don't think yourself is enough or appropriate or encouraged. Specifically for customer service, for those who are doing customer service jobs, understand that if this is something that doesn't feel aligned to you, if you don't feel connected to this kind of job, or you don't feel like you can be yourself in that kind of job, you don't have to worry about that. People want genuine energy. They want connection. So being you doesn't take away from your job. It actually amplifies it. And you'll be better at it, I'm hearing, because you'll have more energy, more genuine energy to put into it. You'll show up differently. I'm hearing, be the star in the limelight, I'm hearing, of your space, because you'll be in your light, in your encouraged truth. The moment you encourage yourself. Now, always take what resonates with this, but this is definitely an invitation to see who you are as you are in your natural habitat and bring little bits more and more in your work. It's not to be radical change. It can be if you want to, but just allow it to just in waves move into different little things and see how your energy stays with you and how less tired you become. You will not need to perform or pretend anymore. And that's where you're going. That's where this pile is going. That's your message, pile 3. That was beautiful. That was fascinating, actually. All right, my love. Let's end with the sound healing. Let this demonstrate to you, for all piles, for all people who watch this, that you don't have to be anybody else to be loved. You don't have to be anybody else to be seen. And you don't have to be anybody else to be honored and respected exactly as you are. All right. Take a deep breath and consent to this sound and light transmission. May you get to be yourself for good. You have the strength and the openness and courage to walk through this world as who you really are. Been hiding for so long. Yep. Open your heart and allow her to breathe. Let go of the judgment, the fear of being judged for who you are. It is safe to be yourself in all times, places, and spaces. And it is time to reclaim your power from all of these. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh na, hey, oh la la, oh la ya lo. It is done, so it is. See you next week.